This is for Earth sign placements. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Be sure to flip and switch the roles and genders and place yourself where you fit in the story, okay? So let's see what Earth sign placements most importantly need to know right now at this time. Ooh, so we have soulmates. Okay, so some of you guys could be dealing with a soulmate. Hold on. Okay, my bad, yeah. Okay, soulmates, harmonious partnership, a powerful love, soul family and groups, a bond that helps you grow. Okay, so some of you guys could be in a soulmate connection or you're going to be coming into one. Okay, I know everybody's on different timelines, so some of you guys are with the person, some of you guys haven't met them, and maybe some of you haven't met them yet, and maybe some of you guys just met them and you guys are getting to know each other, right? Let's see what else. And this could be, if it's not about soulmate as in love, this could be like friend and things like that. Ooh, earth signs. Okay, love, money. Your arrival to abundance, financial blessings, rewards for your efforts, money flows easily into your life. Okay, so I feel like everything is getting good for you guys. Your money, your love life. Hey, Shalane. Yeah, if you guys have been struggling with your finances, dating, love, your health, I feel like that's going to be getting better. What else? Oh, look at, wow. And we have good health. I said, didn't I say your money, your health, all of that is going to be getting good? Good health. Changing nutrition habits, setting up a workout program, work-life balance, routine checkups at the doctor, period. If you guys are going through something health-wise, earth signs, and for those of you that are making changes, like you're changing your nutrition, you're not if you were smoking cigarettes, you're not doing that no more. If you were smoking a lot of weed, you're cutting it down or you're cutting it out completely. If you were drinking too much, you're cutting that out or you're cutting it down. If you were eating too much processed foods or you wasn't cooking enough, or you were eating too much sugar, you're decreasing that. I feel like every child, this is gonna be a good reading, earth signs. I can feel it. Wow, love, money, health. Ooh, magnetic. Seduction and charm, attracting things in life, attraction to something or someone, hard to resist something or someone. Now with this, yeah, I feel like something is turning in your favor. Even in friendships, yeah, evil eye, you are protected. Cleanse and protect your energy. Jealous people nearby. Careful who you trust. Some of you guys, I don't know. It's just, let's see. I like it so far. Yes, earth signs. Or the ones who are doing the work. But okay. So let's see. Soulmates, harmonious partnership, a powerful love, soul family, groups, a bond that helps you grow. With soulmates, the Two of Wands wanted to come out. With soulmates, there could be a partnership forming between you and somebody. Okay, the Empress in reverse and the Sun in reverse. Taurus, Libra energy. The Sun here in reverse, Leo. So you or somebody here can have Taurus, Libra, or Leo placements in their chart. There could be something with the mother figure here, or you could be this mother figure. Somebody also could have had high hopes that somebody was a soulmate, but maybe they're not. Or maybe with the World in reverse, maybe something is just not the right timing. Yeah. Some of you guys, or somebody here, you could be focusing more on your health right now, earth signs. I mean, we do have good health over here. If you're dealing with somebody that is affecting your health in a negative way, or you're around people that have a negative impact on your health, physical, mental, emotional, psychological, it's time to get away from those people so that this beautiful energy can come in. because there could be a delay to like your love, your abundance, your good health, because and some of you guys could be having with magnet here that came out in reverse. Some of you guys could be having a hard time attracting what it is that you're manifesting and hoping and calling in, because you're around the wrong people. What's abundance? Your arrival to abundance, financial blessings, rewards for your efforts, money flows easily into your life. Yeah, Three of Swords here in reverse. So there could be money blockages that you guys could be working on at this time, which makes sense. When there's a heart chakra a heart chakra blockage, there tends to be a blockage in money. So you guys can need, so far, heavily the sacral chakra, because the Empress is in reverse, the heart chakra, and your solar plexus, because we also do have leadership in the reverse. So this could be when the leadership is in the reverse. This could be you or somebody around you not taking initiative in their life. Somebody here could be being too passive when it comes to like their love life. You know, somebody's like, oh, you know, if you're single, you're like, oh, I want love, or, you know, I'm tired of meeting the same people. Well, have you changed anything about yourself? Not just you got a new car, or you got new clothes, or you got a new body, whether you got whether you paid for it or got it in the gym, or you got more money, or you did something different with your hair, or things like that. No, what have you changed about yourself morally and character-wise? Or for those of you that like to be in a house all day, you're not going to meet, you know, are you going outside? Are you placing yourself around in the situations and areas and environments with people that you would like to date and like to be with? Like, you got to take the initiative. So for those of you that are not seeing this beautiful energy come into your life yet, it's because you're not taking the initiative in some area, either one or in all these areas. Okay, there could be a lack of accountability. Libra here with the Justice, either from you or somebody around you. But with your abundance, for those of you that are having a hard time attracting money, or you feel like you make good money, but you know, it leaves you really fast, there could be a heart chakra. Some of you guys could be overcompensating, and there could be a heart chakra blockage that could be affecting your finances. What's good health? Changing nutrition habits, setting up a workout program, work-life balance, routine checkups at the doctor. What's good health? Yeah, King of Wands. I feel like a lot of you guys, if you were struggling with something health-wise, if you take the initiative, the King of Wands, whether you're a woman or a man, masculine, the only difference, okay, masculine energy is just about initiating, asserting, and doing. Feminine energy is about waiting, receiving, and thinking and feeling. That's really, well, feeling. Masculine energy is more so, well, yeah, both, you know, yeah. But masculine energy, they take initiation, they take action. They take those thoughts, they take those ideas, they take those creative thingies, they put it into action. So some of you guys, some of y'all could be working out, you could be trainers. Somebody here could even be into bodybuilding. Some of you guys could be hiring a trainer, a nutritionist. You could be making more time to work out. You could be becoming more active, whether you're a woman or a man. Okay, but something has to change. Death card in reverse. Yeah, you're not going to recover from or receive what it is you want, earth signs, or this is somebody in your energy, if you or them don't make the changes. And Taurus is reading. You guys may want to go watch Taurus, especially for my Taurus placements here. This came out, health came out really, really heavy in Taurus's reading. But King of Wands here, and for some of you guys, your health is what's going to affect your finances and your love life in a good way. King of Wands here, Aries, Leo, Sag, Cancer energy as well. Somebody could be a July Cancer, July Leo. I see you guys really are, yeah, I see somebody getting their strength back, their vitality back. Yeah. What's soulmates? Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Some of you guys do have a soulmate coming in. Or if you haven't met them yet, and if you're with this person, I feel like this is someone here that you can depend on, you can rely on. There could be some insecurities here with the Sun in reverse, the Empress in reverse. Maybe you feel like a part of you could be struggling with your self-worth and your self-esteem. All right, so be mindful of that. With soulmates here? Yeah, the King of Pentacles. Ooh, better than the Knight. The King of Pentacles. Hold on. Yeah, King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This could be another earth sign that you're dealing with, or this could be you guys. You can have, this could be somebody that has earth in their chart. Aries placements as well. Or this could be somebody else that, they don't have to be an earth sign, but this person is very stable. They're very heavy Taurus here. Very stable. They're very solid. Very committable. Very money focused, very material focused. This is the type of person that likes to indulge. They like the finer things. They like to eat good. They like to, you know, luxuriate. Okay, well, that could be y'all. What's abundance? Some of you guys need more self-care. Whether you're a man or a woman, abundance. Okay, yeah, the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah. There could be something that you guys are holding on to, Capricorn energy here, that you need to release that could be blocking your money. And it could be something emotional. There could be some past grief, some bitterness, some sadness that you're still holding on to that could be blocking your money. Yeah, Two of Wands. And it could be interfering with your love life, or it is. What's good health? Oh, we got two kings here. King of Wands, King of Pentacles. That could be different people, or that could be the same aspects of you or the same aspects of somebody else. What's good health? I mean, different aspects of you or different aspects of another person. Good health. Yeah, the Seven of Cups in reverse. Somebody here could be sobering up. If this person was battling with addictions, or this was you, I see somebody here wanting to sober up. Somebody could have even been legally, yeah, somebody could have really struggled with substance abuse issues in the past, maybe before you met this person. Hey, Mia, or while you were dealing with them, maybe somebody smoked too much, they drunk too much, or they overspent their money. They could have ate out a lot. Like, there was something, or this is you, there was something very unhealthy about a person, and I feel like, and it could have caused some type of injustice to you, injustice to people around them, even maybe even a child or kids or whatever. I feel like somebody here could be getting themselves together. Venus and Scorpio, somebody could be sobering up. If this person was reckless sexually, they could have had to get burned a few times for them to stop, or they could have had to get their heart broken, or whatever the case is. But there's like an awakening happening to somebody here. Okay. Empress in reverse with the Sun in reverse. Yeah, Four of Cups. Moon in Cancer. So this is like unhappiness. Somebody here not... Yeah, this could be even somebody... Some of y'all could... There could be a rejection wound that you or somebody has to deal with, or is going to need to deal with. Because a lot of you guys, for the type of people that you're asking for to date and be with, you don't... I feel like it's this... You guys may not match what you're asking for. Like, I think a lot of you guys are used to dealing with certain type of men and women, and you need to, you're gonna have to be in alignment with what you're asking for. Like, if you're a woman and you're used to dating men who are ignorant, toxic, they got their own insecurities, they don't care that you got a bad attitude, they don't care that you're crazy, the type of good men or that you're asking for is not going to deal with that. They're not going to put up with that. If you're a man, if you're used to dealing with Empress in reverse ass woman, a good woman that likes themselves and respects themselves is not going to deal with that. So somebody here needs to is going to have to become what they're asking for. And it's more than just if you have money, if you have your own place, if you can do basic adult things, if you have a car, if you know, or you dress a certain way. It's way deeper than that. So, yeah, somebody's going to have to, the superficiality that somebody here could have been relying on. Like, if you're a man and you always led with money, the type of woman that you're seeking or the type of woman that you say you want is not going to be impressed solely just by money. She may not even be impressed by your money, period. She's going to be impressed by your character, how you take care of yourself, how you take care of other people, your responsibilities, how you show up. And if you're a woman that's used to dealing with men that lead with their money, you're going to have to bring more to the table than how you look, or you know, you're gonna have to just, something's gonna have to change. Hey, Alexandria, because you can't, if you're saying that you want this and you want that, if you're not a match for that, because you gotta have certain, you gotta have the skills to be with a certain, whatever it is that you're asking for. You can't say you want a man that's up here, but you only have the skills to deal with men that are below here. Or a woman that's up here, but you only dealt with women that are below here. It doesn't matter what they look like. They could be fine as hell, but if they're below here when it comes to morals and character, that's what you're used to. And that's where your relationship skills kind of stop. So, what's the Four of Cups? Yeah, the Six of Cups, something about the past. Scorpio sun here is something about the, and the Six of Cups is the soulmate card. This could be past life soulmates. Some of you guys are going to have to reject a person from your past, or reject a, even if they knew, this could even be somebody that feels familiar because you have a past life with them, but you're going to have to reject this person, or you could have been rejected. Some of you guys are still pining over a rejection that's affecting like your self-worth. It's affecting your ego, your confidence, which is your confidence, your solar plexus, which is your ego, your confidence, your self-esteem, the way you assert yourself. Because even as a woman, you still have to make the effort and meet a man halfway. Okay, your confidence, self-esteem, your power. It's affected your sacral chakra, your emotions, the way you express yourself, how you relate sexually. And it could be affecting your heart chakra, you know, the ability to give and receive without challenge, without suspicion. So Six of Swords in reverse, yeah. Some of y'all could also be having a hard time accepting any new offers because you're still stuck on somebody from your past that you had high hopes for, or you're still dealing with this person. Some of y'all are dealing with somebody currently that's not even meeting your needs or your expectations, and you're still like holding out for hope that is going to get better, but it could be starting to affect your money, or it is, or your health. But the Six of Swords here in reverse, Mercury and Aquarius, this could be somebody that's having closure issues, having a hard time moving forward, moving on. Somebody could be healing really slow. Yeah, some of you guys need to understand your attachment style as well. The Moon card, Cancer, Pisces energy, that talks about the subconscious, the psyche, and it also reveals what our attachment styles are. Some of you guys need to know your attachment style. Somebody could be avoidant or anxious attached, so you might want to look that up. What's the King of Pentacles? Malaya, what? Davis, Capricorn is my North Node, wanting to move forward. Oh, so what actions are you taking to move forward? Malaya Davis, what actions have you been taking so far to move yourself forward? King of Pentacles. Yeah, Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys have a new connection coming in. But if you don't resolve these things that you're feeling emotionally and psychologically, you're either going to not see this person when they show up, or you're going to self-sabotage it, or you're going to push it away. Or somebody could have did this to you. Ace, yeah, King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles. There could be unfinished business. Y'all could need to tie up some loose ends. Ace of Pentacles. Something, and remember, the Pentacles, the Aces are just potential. The Aces are basically the universe saying, here, how you water it and what you do with it is up to you. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Something has the potential to be solid, to be stable, to be long term. But it depends on you. It depends on how you water this, or if you choose not to. It depends on what you do with it. Ace of Pentacles. Greeting, self-perseverance, and done being a people pleaser. That's good for you, Kenneth. Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Somebody here could be anxious or scared about you getting an offer, or you coming across a person like this, or you becoming this for somebody else. Because no shade, maybe when you were with this person, you wasn't as stable or solid or committed or loyal, and somebody could be worried about you being this King of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles to another person, whether you're a man or a woman. Mars, or maybe somebody could be worried about their money or what they have to offer. I really do feel like somebody is still battling some type of rejection wound from either their childhood or from a previous connection. Mars and Gemini here with the Nine of Swords. There's worry, there's fear, there's anxiety. Somebody's not sure of something. Nine of Swords. Yeah, the Lover. Somebody's worried about a choice, accepting an offer or giving an offer. Somebody could really battle with like anxiety when it comes to dating or fear. Somebody has like a deep-seated fear. Lovers here, Gemini here. You or somebody can have Gemini in their chart. Lovers. Yeah, oh. Yeah, the Devil here, Capricorn. You or somebody can have Capricorn in their chart, obviously. And we have the King of Swords here. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And Capricorn as well. Somebody could be a January Capricorn, January Aquarius. Maybe on the cusp. I feel like, yeah, because the Devil talks about the shadow side of a person. Some of you guys have somebody has a really strong soul tie or a really strong, like, connection with somebody. This could be somebody's ex. Some of you guys with the King of Swords here, you could have been married to this person, or this could be like, whether it's an ex-husband, ex-wife, ex-girlfriend, ex-boyfriend. The King and Queen of Swords are typically divorcees, or they're typically like single people, or people who are like newly broken up with, or divorced, or separated, things like that. They're usually single. I feel like somebody here needs to kind of understand why they're single. Somebody also needs to get an understanding of why they were drawn and attracted to certain types of people or to a certain type of person. I think somebody also could work on understanding their childhood, their core wounds, because your core wounds dictate who you find attractive and who you don't, or what you're attracted to naturally and easily and what you're not. And if you're a person who's been brought up on chaos, if you're a person that's been, you didn't really get your emotional needs met, you're going to be very drawn to people who invalidate your feelings, people who don't meet your needs, your basic emotional and physiological needs, people that may say that you're overreactive, too sensitive, to this, to that, because they don't have the bandwidth or the internal resource to meet you halfway. Okay, so you may want to go back in your childhood, and if there's any part of you that felt like you were not enough, this could be a mother wound that some of you guys could be struggling with, whether you're a man or a woman. It's not just men that struggle with mother wounds. Women struggle with mother wounds too. And how you can know you're a woman that struggles with mother wounds: you don't make female friends easily, you don't trust women, you don't like women. A lot of it shows up with women saying they only want sons, not daughters. It shows up in just women just being pick-me's and willing to throw women, obsessing over having proximity to men. Like, not really. That's a mother wound. Whether you're a man or a woman, that's a mother wound. If you're a man, it shows up in how you treat women. Your lack of regard for emotion, sensitivity, empathy, compassion, seeing women as just sex objects, if your mother was emotionally invalidating, you deal with women who don't care about your feelings. They only care about how much money you make, what you can do for them, and how you can provide. And you become a man who leads with money and leads with what they can do. If you felt like you had to save your mother growing up as a man, you tend to want to save women. If you're a woman who had to grow up fast, or you feel like your mother was weak or whatever, you become super masculine. It's a lot of different ways. Hey, Sam. My ex-wife is toxic. You describe it too good. Oh, thank you, Kenneth. Scary. January Cap. It did allow me to see my shadow side. Yeah, a lot of you guys can need to really look at your shadow side. Like, take a pause and take a break from pointing the finger at other people. Especially if you keep dealing with people who are abusive. You keep dealing with people who cheat, who don't choose you, who, they don't stick around long. They don't care to meet your needs. Like, why do you think you find yourself so drawn to people like that? Like, at some point, you're gonna have to look at yourself. You can't keep blaming everybody. At some point, you're gonna have to look at yourself. We know these people are assholes and shitty, but what about you? Somebody showed you who they were the first time. Why did you stick around? How high or how low is your, on a scale of 1 to 10, where's your self-worth? Where's your self-esteem? Like, let's be on, let's start being really, really honest with ourselves. Because that's the only way you're going to be able to make change. Three of Swords in reverse. Was a people pleaser. Yeah. And maybe figure out what caused you to be a people pleaser. Did your parents have favorites? Did you feel like you were compared? Did you, or if you didn't have siblings, where did your parents put a lot of expectations on you? Were your parents' love really conditional? Like, there's reasons for our shortcomings. Our parents do the best they can. They're not perfect. We know that. It's not about it's not about making them look bad or blaming them or you being hard on them, but it's about understanding how our shortcomings, where they originate from. Since we're on this topic, I looked up why I'm always dating a Sag. Due to my Saturn and Uranus in third placement in my birth chart, it says I'm supposed to marry one and become the gardener to them. Oh, wow. Basically get used the hell up and teach them because I can and we can make money together. Well, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to... With that archetype, Mia, you don't have to... Oh, I'm going to be doing birth chart readings again. So for those of you that don't know, I used to do birth chart readings way before I started doing tarot. But so I'll keep you... That's going to be something new that I'm going to be doing for... I may start at the end of this. This is going to be a pretty... Yeah, I may have to start that. I don't know. Maybe February, because January is going to be a bit busy. But... you don't have to get used, Mia. Where did you look that up? What's the Three of Swords in reverse? Okay, yeah, Eight of Cups. Yeah, I really feel like there's something. And for those of you, if you're struggling with anything respiratory or something with the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords with your heart, and the Leo here, the sun here, that rules the heart as well. There's something that's still on your heart space. Some of y'all were abandoned. You were walked away from somebody, or you felt emotionally abandoned. Like, even if somebody here stayed with you physically, you felt abandoned in some kind of way. Whatever this grief is, it's interfering with your money, your love life, and your health. Or it did, or it will. So just be mindful. I feel like somebody has some unprocessed grief. So I would start with the heart chakra, to be honest. The heart and the sacral. I would start there if I were you guys. Eight of Cups, Saturn and Pisces. Yeah, Two of Cups. Yeah, and the Five of Cups here. Yeah, somebody could have mishandled you guys. Venus in Cancer. This could have been somebody who didn't know their worth, and this person judged you guys based on what you had or what you didn't have, or yada yada yada, and they could have walked away. I feel like somebody here could have walked away from a beautiful connection to chase money, or to go be with somebody who they felt like had more, or looked a certain, looked the part, or whatever this is. There could even be two people who miss each other. Or there's still, even if I don't know, there's still some type of emotional, because the Three of Swords in this deck talks about healing. I feel like somebody has not healed from some type of rejection, abandonment, loss, grief of some kind. Two of Cups. Somebody also could want, yeah, the Tower and the Three of Pentacles. Somebody here could need to get counseling. No, yeah, no shade, but somebody here could be having a really hard time emotionally, psychologically disconnecting from a person that either abandoned them, walked away from them, cheated, left, whatever. The Tower here. Yeah, there was a Tower. There's something that's going to happen. And for those of you that are still in this connection, there could be something happening here in a connection that is going to hit a major, there's going to be a major shift. The Tower comes with a major shift. Aries, Scorpio energy. Somebody could be born November. Joking about the used part. Oh, standing in my power now. That's good, Kenneth. And the Three of Pentacles here, Mars and Capricorn. That's like help, assistance, counseling. Yeah, the Nine of Wands here, Moon and Sag. Yeah, there's some type of trauma here. Yeah, there's definitely some type of trauma. Maybe even surrounding money. Maybe some of you guys felt like people don't love you unless you have something to provide or give, whether it's money, service. Your love language could be acts of service, or maybe somebody's love language could be gift giving. And I don't know. There could even be a tower that happened within a marriage or relationship or situationship or whatever y'all had going on that has caused you or has caused another person to really evaluate themselves. Because in this deck, he's standing alone and he's admiring his like art, his sculpture. This could be a person looking at themselves. There's a relationship that kind of, and relationships are reflective. I feel like the outcome of something or the way something is going or what's happening or what has happened is causing someone or is directing someone to look at themselves and the part that they play or played in it. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Knight of Pentacles here. Somebody could want to work on something or fix something between y'all, but they're going to have to fix themselves first. This could be someone that you guys are currently dealing with. Or this could be someone that you're not talking to now. And maybe, you know, there was space taken. Maybe somebody just had to get themselves together. Not if they were abusive and toxic and a cheater and stuff like that. No, but I'm saying like if y'all just couldn't get something off the ground and it didn't, you know. But somebody also could be having a hard time getting out of a situation. But Knight of Pentacles, Virgo, Leo energy. Somebody could be born in August. Somebody's consciousness could be kicking in. Yeah. Yeah, there's definitely a need to review the past, for sure. I think he was sleeping around and I'm cool on that. Yeah. The Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody could be trying to hang it. Somebody could be trying to hang on to something or someone that's just really a waste of time. Seven of Pentacles, Saturn and Taurus. This is like I said in the fire sign reading, or was it Taurus? But something is like, or was it Sag? I don't know, I forgot. Something is like sunk cost fallacy. It's like you've invested so much time, money, energy, years into something that you don't want to give it up because any moment now you're waiting for it to get good, but it's not getting good. It's not. I want to go to Atlantic City. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles here. That could be frustration, a lack of patience, a lack of growth. Yeah, the Knight of Cups in reverse. I feel like somebody either didn't follow their heart or they could have made the wrong choice with the wrong person. So whether they went back to something from their past or they chose something new, or somebody made the choice and mistreating you, not working with you, not taking care of you, not being good to you. Somebody here could have treated you guys really bad. Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, the Eight of Wands in reverse. Mercury and Sag. Somebody could be, yeah, the Queen of Wands in reverse, Page of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody's dealing with somebody that they don't need to be dealing with. Somebody could be methodically and strategically trying to waste your time. Like, I don't know. The Eight of Wands is like a loss of momentum, something backfiring, something not moving forward. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse could be a lack of like somebody's not evaluating something properly. Like what? Eight of Wands in reverse. Yeah, the Death card in reverse and the Three of Cups in reverse and the Four of Wands. Scorpio Sun here. How he moves, I would expect it. Miami at the Art Basel, but I guess the scamming isn't scamming properly. I'm done. It's a drought. We in a recession. Once the scammers start going broke, you know, or one, you know, it's a, you definitely know we in a recession. People stop going to the strip clubs. It's definitely a recession. There can definitely be a tower that's hitting a connection or hitting somebody's money because somebody's refusing to change something. Either somebody's not changing their perspective or their outlook, or they're not changing something about themselves. That's why somebody's not getting the outcomes that they want. There's divine intervention here. Somebody's going to have to look at themselves. Go watch Taurus. What's the King of Wands? Yeah, Five of Cups here. Mars and Scorpio. I feel like somebody here is, with the good health and the Five of Cups, somebody is kind of being, because somebody doesn't have something to help them escape anymore, whether it was smoking in excess, drinking, spending, sex, porn, whatever it was, somebody now has to like really face their feelings, but it's healthy. This person could even be going, they could even be feeling depressed. Like this could be the first time, and the reason why it's under good health, this may be the, I did Taurus yesterday. This may be the first time a person feels their emotions sober. That's why it's under good health. Somebody doesn't have the distractions or escapism, the escape stuff. Somebody here is going to be, and you know, they could be feeling sad, depressed, moody, but it's good. It's needed. Yeah. What's the Five? Or something's going to happen to somebody, or in a situation where they're going to be forced to face their feelings. They're going to be forced to sober up, wake up, step up. Like they're going to have to do something. Five of Cups. God damn it. That was the Temperance too. Where did it go? Oh, hold on. Let me put my thing in the charger. Laptop. Oops, sorry for shaking the camera, guys. Yeah, let me see where my car. Oh, the other one fell. Hold on, guys. Yeah, the Temperance in reverse. And I saw it fall out that way too. That's what's so crazy. Yeah, the Emperor in reverse. Aries here. Somebody here could have had a hard time with structure, discipline. Temperance here, Sag. You or somebody can have, yeah, somebody here was doing something in excess. Somebody here could be really depressed or really sad. They were overindulging in something that I feel like they can't really do no more. Either they can't afford to do it, or they're forced either legally or some type of circumstance, or the loss of a connection, the separation. There's something here, because somebody here needed to grow up, man or woman. Temperance in reverse. Somebody could be a bit moody and temperamental right now, because again, when you flip a tarot card, you now offer yourself to their realm. We are proper host here. Okay, let me move. Let me block. Okay. Hide from channel. Please. Temperance in reverse. Yeah, the World in reverse. Fixed sign energy. Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, Aquarius. Yeah, somebody may have unfinished business with themselves. If y'all are going through it, if y'all are in a connection, a marriage, a relationship, a situation with somebody, and y'all just can't get it right, this person needs to, you can't heal this person. They got to look at something themselves. They got to battle and face whatever this is that they need to battle and face on their own. Somebody also could feel like a failure. What's the world in reverse? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. Somebody could be having a nervous breakdown, but it's needed. It was needed. Saturn and Sagittarius. Something was needed to happen to somebody. This person could have been over. Yes, this person could have been dabbling into a lot of things that left them feeling powerless. They could have had secrets. They were irresponsible. Some of you guys, this person wasn't a good father, or they're not a good father. They're not a good partner. If somebody can't be a good parent, they'll never be a good partner. Just period. So whether it's to your kids y'all have together, or whether it's to the kids they have with somebody else. Saturn and Sagittarius here. Yeah, somebody here could be having like a nervous breakdown, or something is breaking down in somebody because they're doing something in excess, or they're not doing something enough that they should be. Seven of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the Hermit. Virgo. So either this is you guys that are needing to kind of get y'all stuff. Somebody here can really battle with some things mentally. I'm not going to lie. And now that this person is starting to sober up, or they don't have a crutch, whatever their crutch was, whether it was you, whether it was another person, whether it was smoking, drinking, whatever it is, because they don't have that, this person, no shade, somebody here could like have like, they can battle with like psychosis. Like they see and hear things. Somebody here can need to get medication for that. No shade, man or woman. Yeah. The Hermit in reverse. Also, yeah, the King of Cups. Yeah, somebody here, it really, depressed, sad. You see how he look all stressed out, pouring that cup of emotions out. Somebody needs to sit on somebody's couch. A lot of kings here, so a lot of masculine energy. So this could be the one person and different aspects of them, or this could be different people. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Libra energy as well. Somebody could be October Libra, October Scorpio, man or woman. Somebody could study psychology, or they could be really well versed in psychology, but they may not use it for good reasons, or they didn't use it for good reasons in the past. Somebody also could need to go to the doctor, because even if somebody does have something going on with them, I feel like they'll be able to manage it. Depending on what it is. The King of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Yeah, it's trauma. Somebody got a lot of trauma stored in them. Somebody could battle with depression, depressive thoughts. And it's not to excuse why this person, if this person is abusive to you or mean to you or disrespectful, man or woman, that's not to excuse it. It's not to make excuses, but somebody here needs to go talk to like a professional. And you may not want to be around this person while they're going through like some type of withdrawal, or certain emotions from their childhood or their past is coming up, and they lash out at you, lash out at the kid. You know, like you may not want to be around for that. Somebody could need to be damn near in a padded room. I don't, had no shade. Moon and Sag with the Nine of Wands. I feel like somebody's going from the King of Swords, King of Pentacles, to the King of Cups. Somebody's being forced to kind of sit with their trauma, their shortcomings, their just everything about themselves. Or they're going to be forced to. Because I feel like somebody's been dodging accountability for a long time. Or long enough. Nine of Wands. Yeah, somebody's inner child. This person has a hard time expressing themselves. 9 of Wands. They could have been abused even, trigger warning. The 6 of Wands here. And the 10 of Cups. Yeah, somebody could be turning over a new leaf. But it may come after you, like, after you and this person have space. Like, you may have to leave the house, or they may have to leave, or you may have to, you know, like how sometimes you just got to go your separate ways. Maybe there is unfinished business, but somebody has to get themselves together. Somebody may need to go to rehab. They may need to go be admitted to someplace. Who knows? 6 of Wands here. Jupiter and Leo and the 10 of Cups. Y'all could be seeing 10-10. Mars and Pisces. Yeah, somebody here can have kids. They can have different, you know, kids every, you know, different places. I feel like somebody will be able to reunite, maybe even with their kids, their family, their friends, themselves, when they get themselves together. I feel like somebody's going through a really rude awakening, and you could have been a catalyst for it, or they could have, or another connection, or something could have, something happened where there's been a catalyst for somebody, or it's coming. Why is this, why is the 3 of Pentacles here? Yeah, the star healing. Yep, somebody could want to, yeah, somebody wants to restore something. Because they could have been really reckless. But I feel like something happens when there's space taken. Some of you guys could be even visiting somebody in a hospital. Or this person could have had a near-death experience. Aquarius here with the star. Some of y'all could have been, you know, not in a good, you could have been a person in this type of space because you was dealing with somebody that just was not good for you. They could have been really bad or mean to you. And you could have had to go sit on somebody's couch. No shade. There's nothing wrong with that. I feel like something is going to get better. I do. But, and I did a, hold on, I did it for the earth signs. I want to read, I did a reading for y'all on Patreon, but I'm going to read what I put in the caption, because I put it, I post the captions and the links on here. So you guys get like a little preview, but hold on, where was that reading? This was 3 weeks ago. I said, yeah, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This was for Patreon. This is heavy and puts someone in a tough spot, but they're going to have to face this sooner or later. Somebody definitely crossed the line or hit below the belt by something they either did or said. Whatever it is, someone will never be able to look at a person or situation the same ever again. There is no going back. For some, there could have been abuse, lies, trauma, legalities, and maybe even some sort of crime that resulted from this. There's a heavy energy of death, endings, and change, and a lot of pain here. Broken hearts, trust, and maybe broken spirits. Someone, maybe even both or all parties involved, is walking away defeated and affected in some way. For some of you, things will be getting worse before they get better. Yeah, I feel like something got worse before it got better, or that's what's going to happen. So if you guys aren't seeing this yet, or you could be in the thick of it, something is going to get worse before it gets better. And I'm not talking about staying with somebody that keeps cheating or keeps doing this, or they're abusive, or they're lying, or that. You got to get away from those people, because you're never going to be able to have, especially if they're not, no lie, some people, even if they go to therapy, unless they get on medication to manage something, and then that's a big responsibility. Y'all have to sort that out yourselves. If you want to be somebody's handler, like how Keisha Kior is Gucci Man's handler, kind of, because he has bipolar and he's schizophrenic, and how she kind of has to, if sometimes when he's having episodes, she says he has to take his phone and hide it or delete his social media. Like, if you want to have that responsibility, and you find this person to be worth it, that's fine. But everybody's not cut out for that. Just be real with yourself. Future higher self. Yeah, boundaries. Some of y'all need to have better boundaries. Know when to put up and let down your walls. Yeah, some of you guys could even maybe have major trust issues. Somebody also could be realizing their upbringing has affected their connections. Somebody can have Aquarius here with the star as well in their chart. Yeah, awakening. Somebody's going through an awakening. A realization, shift, or discovery. Yeah. I feel like whatever somebody was trying to balance at one point in time with balance in reverse, it was causing a whole bunch of deception. Not just within your connection or their connections with other people, but in themselves. At some point, something has to give. Just like I said for Capricorn in their reading. You may want to go watch Capricorn. What else? Some of you guys may just be able to, you know, be, self-limiting beliefs and creativity. If you have kids with these people, maybe you guys can't be together. Maybe it's too much water under the bridge, but, you know, y'all can be there for your kids. Or, you know, for birthdays, for holidays, you know, things like that. What else? And we got sacrifice, like I said to Capricorn, giving up something now for a future reward. So maybe somebody has to give up something crazy in order to get this good soulmate, abundance, and good health. And we got lovers and realignment, yes. A passionate connection, shared vision, and values. Realignment. Shift your perspective for a gained sense of clarity. Yeah. Some of you guys do have love coming in, but you have to realign yourself because what you're aligned with now is something or someone that just doesn't serve you or didn't serve you. Some of you guys have to, like I said earlier, you have to align yourself with the type of person that you say you want to be with. Some of you guys are not in alignment for what you're asking for. No shade. And you have to admit that. The sooner you admit that, I realized that once you realize and admit that, you start to, the people that, the men or women that, well, for me, men, I'm speaking from a woman, but the men that you start to attract is very different. Same thing for a man. The type of woman you're going to attract is going to be very different. And you're going to know that you're on that level because you're not going to be stuck on nobody from your past, wanting to hear from them, wanting them to come back just to satisfy your ego, just so you can curve them, or, you know, you're not going to be hung up on apologies or closure. Like, you'll know when you're ready. And some of you guys, it doesn't really matter how long it's been. Ready is ready. So, you know, you'll know. You're not going to be attracted to the same things. The minute somebody shows you some weird shit, you're going to check that. Or once you see the red flag, you're going to check it and maybe even curve it. Like, if you were the type of person that stuck around even after somebody showed you who they were, what they were in the beginning, and you still stayed years or decades later, you're not going to do that no more. That's just not. So, you'll know. But this wasn't a terrible reading. What was your last reading about? Oh, something in the milk ain't too clean. Yeah, I feel like if you may need to go watch your last earth sign reading. Earth signs. Because I feel like what's happening is whatever was going on in that reading, I feel like a person is being affected. Somebody's going to have to get themselves together, point blank, period. Whether you take this person back, whether you want to deal with them again or deal with them still or not, somebody has to they got to clean up their life. They don't really have a choice. I feel like somebody's been getting away with something or doing something for way too long. So this is your reading. Like, comment, and subscribe. If you'd like to join us on Patreon, the link is below. If you would like to book a personal, the link is there as well. And I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.